Hey St. Clair Shores, what's going on? Big changes to the real estate market this month. Let's get into it. Hey guys, how you doing? Werenka here. I'm the broker for the state of Michigan for Simply Home Real Estate, one of the fastest growing real estate companies in the United States. And I'm back with your February 2025 real estate market update for St. Clair Shores. So let's jump right in. As of right now, there are 109 homes on the market in the city of St. Clair Shores compared to only 50 that sold in the month of January. And if that sounds like a little bit of a low number, it certainly is. That's a lot less than I was expecting. Even though January is kind of a weird month, it's one of the slowest months of the year for real estate activity in our market, that's still less than I was expecting. But for the homes that did sell in January in St. Clair Shores, the average sale price was $232,276. And you know, back in the summer, like we were seeing, like I think there was 1 month there where the average sale price was over $300,000. So the fact that we're averaging back down into the 230s is kind of shocking. Versus the month of December, the average sale price actually went down 5.1%. Even though we are year over year, we're still higher. We're 7.7% higher on average sale price than we were in January 2024. And for the homes that sold in St. Clair Shores in January, the average home sold for 98.6% of asking price and sold in an average of 32 days on the market. And again, 32 days doesn't sound like a whole lot, but in the grand scheme of things, that's a lot higher than what we've been seeing for the past like several years. Like there was a few months there, like back a couple years ago, where the average home was selling in like under 10 days. It was crazy. It was like 7 or 8 days in St. Clair Shores, and that was like typical. And homes were selling for like well over 100% of asking price. So now we're under 100% of asking price, and we're taking a little bit longer to sell. And currently, there's 1.5 months worth of inventory on the market in St. Clair Shores. So, Derek, what does this all mean? I think there's a few different factors that are kind of combining to give us the numbers that we're seeing right now, which was entirely unexpected, by the way, because I haven't been seeing this at all in my personal business activity. I put 2 homes on the market. I don't think I put anything on this last month in St. Clair Shores, but just in the past like couple weeks, I put 2 on the market in Roseville. I got full price for both of them, and one of them took 4 days to sell. The other one took 3. So, and with my buyers, I'm getting into bidding wars on properties. So I'm not seeing any of this personally. So this was kind of a shock when I put these numbers together to see what was going on. But the numbers are the numbers. I mean, it's not an illusion. That's exactly what's happening. Although it's important to remember, this is like a snapshot in time. So we have to keep it in context with what was happening in December, what's going to happen in February. And those numbers hopefully will be out in a couple weeks. The January numbers took a long time to come out, which is why this video is so late. But still with this big of a change in what's going on in the market, I thought it was definitely important to get this video out so you guys could see it. But so again, a few different factors. I think first and foremost, I think probably the main thing that's impacting these numbers is just seasonality. It's the time of year. December, January, and February are by far the slowest months of the year for real estate in our market. So that's definitely having something to do with it. I think another thing that's having a factor is just mortgage rates, because the first half of 2024 they started dropping down and we were like almost to the 5s, and then they popped back up. So right now we're about 6.8, 6.7. That's like roughly where we're at. I had a closing on a house in Clinton Township yesterday, and that effective interest rate was slightly higher than it was just over 7. Again, when it comes to interest rates, though, there's a million factors that factor into it. Like, not every person is going to get the same rate because it depends on your credit score, your income, your cash reserves, a whole bunch of different factors. So don't just take that as gospel that this is the rate you're going to get. It's very varies from person to person. But in general, the average rate is about 6.8 right now for a 30-year fixed rate conventional mortgage. So that being said, that's playing into it, because I think what a lot of people are waiting for, I think there's definitely a segment of buyers out there that knows that the rates dropped down, then they went back up, and they're waiting to see if they come back down again. Hint, I don't think they're going to, at least not appreciably, for at least the next 6 months. I think the Fed's going to hold right where they're at. I know the 10-year Treasury, there's some, which is what mortgage rates are based off of. They're working to lower the effective rate on that. We'll see what happens. But I'm certainly not telling my buyers, like, hold off, because I don't think rates are going to drop down significantly anytime soon. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But that being said, that's definitely a factor too. And then just part of it is just, with supply and demand flipping, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get lower sale prices, and it's going to take longer for homes to sell because there's just more homes out there, and the buyers can take their time. They can write lower offers. Sellers will, if their house has been on the market for a certain amount of time, they might want to lower the price. So that's kind of, all those things are kind of combining, I think, to give us these numbers. And the $1 million question is going to be, what happens in the next couple months? So I wouldn't be shocked, like I said, the February numbers when they come out, hopefully in a couple weeks, I wouldn't be shocked if they drop even lower than what these January numbers did, but we're going to have to wait and see. But I would expect, if we keep seeing this into like March, April, and especially May, then we might be looking at a correction in the market. So this is this was, like I said, not what I was expecting when I put these numbers together, but it is what it is. And we'll see what happens. I mean, it's not like we're in a massive collapse of the market or anything. It's not going to crash. It's just the trend over the last few months is lower than what we were expecting. So that being said, one thing I can promise you is that I will be back as soon as these numbers come out for February. I'm going to have a video out like within a day or two, so you guys know exactly what's going on. And as always, if there's something that I missed, if there's a city that you want to know about that's not St. Clair Shores, or if there's like a specific stat you want to know, you can reach out anytime. You can call or text me anytime. My direct line is 586-491-5622. You can also email me, Werenka@simplyhome.com. I'm here for whatever you guys need. This is what I've been doing for 22 years. I'm not going to stop now. So just committed to giving you guys expert service and just unfiltered, actual, real stats on what's happening on the ground in the shores.